Happy Monday. Happy Monday, and welcome to Audacity Presents. For the past few weeks, we have been talking about the audacity of a battle. And I shared with you guys at the beginning of this series that I created some prompts for Chat GPT, or AI, to generate an acronym for the word battle. And over the past few weeks, we have been diving deep into the acronym that AI created for the word battle. So we started off with a B for believe. And I talked from Exodus when the children of Israel were in between the Red Sea and Pharaoh's army. Then I came back the second week, we looked at the A, which was armor of God. And I talked about when Paul tells us to put on the full armor of God, we are to put it on and keep it on from head to toe. Then I talked about the first T, which is trust in the Lord. And there I gave a definition for trusting. Trust is defined as the firm belief in the reliability or the reliance on and confidence in a person. And I talked about, or I talked from the story of Gideon, how when the angel appeared to Gideon, his first reaction in Judges 6:13, he says, "Oh my Lord, if the Lord is with us, why then has all this happened to us?" Sounded like Gideon had some trust issues, and we all know about the fleece test that he gave to the Lord. So this week we're going to look at the next T, and we're going to talk about take up your cross. Now, immediately I thought of Matthew 16:24. Then Jesus told his disciples, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Now, I'm going to tell you, many times I have heard this scripture preached, or I've heard people talk about taking up their cross. But what we really want to do today, or what I want to do today, is take a deep dive, as I've done over the past few weeks, at exactly what Jesus was telling his disciples. What was he really talking to them about when he said, take up your cross? What Jesus was saying is, he's telling the disciples is that if you're going to follow me, it is going to cost. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you to be my disciple. It's like there is a self-denial of one's own authority over his or her life when Jesus says, take up your cross. So if God is going to fight this battle for you, you have to give him full authority over yourself or over your life. When you deny self and allow God to rule over your life, this doesn't mean that now you got time to go pick up somebody else's cross and try to rule over their life. Now, when that hit me, I was like, wait a minute. Because many times we're like, God is taking care of my life. So we think we can then go and run somebody else's life. No. If you look at the scripture, it says take up your cross, not your neighbor's cross, not your kid's cross, not your husband's cross. All of us have to deny self and give God full authority over our life. If we are going to follow him, it is going to cost us. It is going to cause us or make us give up our authority, so we think, over our lives and allow God to lead. We want God to fight our battle. So we got to turn it over to him to give him full authority. Now, as I was researching this is what I found. It said the Romans customarily compelled someone condemned to crucifixion to carry at least part of his own cross to the site of his execution. And we know the story of Jesus carrying his cross for his execution. Then it said, this act gave public testimony to the fact that he was under and submissive to the authority that he had opposed. This was both a punishment and a humiliation. So likewise, Jesus is telling the disciples that you must publicly declare your submission to the one whom they formerly rebelled against. Jesus is wanting to have full authority over their life. The Romans tried to use it as some type of shaming and torture, because they think that the individual carrying their cross had opposed Roman government. And so now the Roman government was showing everybody else who had authority. And the Roman government did that by humiliating a person to carry their own cross. And so Jesus is telling his disciples, it is going to cost you to be my disciple. You are going to have to go against everything that you knew in order to follow me and allow me to be supreme rule in your life. Are y'all ready to take up your cross? And if you are, don't go running trying to take up somebody else's cross and trying to have authority in their life. Jesus said, take up your cross. I hope that hit home for some of y'all, because it did for me. I give my life over to Christ, but then I try to run everything else. And as much as I want to say, y'all know I'm a type A personality, being in charge, leadership, organization is my thing. But no, that is no excuse. We have to let God be supreme rule in everybody's life. We cannot place ourselves in authority over someone else's life. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. This message will hit who it needs to hit. So this is my Mary moment. Letting God fight your battle does not give you the freedom to now go fight someone else's battle. I think I'm gonna read that one more time. Letting God fight your battle does not give you the freedom to now go fight someone else's battle. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. This is what's on my replay for the week by Phil Wickham. Battle belongs, and here's some of the words. When all I see is the battle, you see my victory. When all I see is the mountain, you see a mountain moved. And as I walk through the shadow, your love surrounds me. There's nothing to fear now, for I am safe with you. So when I fight, I'll fight on my knees with my hands lifted up. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. So go check this out on my 2024 Spotify playlist, The Audacity of a Battle. We've got 2 more letters to go. See y'all next week.